July 26, 1944, 8:45 a.m. 12 checker-tailed P-51 Mustangs slice through the cool alpine skies near Graz, Austria. They're flying at 7,000 feet, with a squadron of bombers below them. First Lieutenant Art Fiedler holds the number 4 position in a formation of 4. We were assigned long-range bomber escorts. When flying the P-51, we could cover at least 650 miles. Fiedler braces himself for what he expects to be a routine 5-hour operation. Pilots call these milk runs. However, just minutes into the flight, Fiedler notices something unusual. I glance to the left and spot the most unbelievable formation I've ever seen. 8 aircraft flying in a straight line, almost wingtip to wingtip. And it's not just one line. There are 8 rows. A total of 64 aircraft. A spectacular sight. Fiedler immediately radios in about the unknown aircraft. Someone says, "They're P-51s." I reply, "How could they be P-51s? I've never seen 51S fly like that before." Within moments, Fiedler's worst fear is confirmed. The mysterious aircraft are Focke-Wulf 190S, Germany's elite piston engine fighters. Their 30mm cannons tear into the bombers. I immediately call them out saying, "They're bogies and they're attacking the bombers." I'm going in. I decided that if I can hit one in the front row and force it to climb, we might disrupt their formation and stop their attack on the B-17s. But as Fiedler pulls away from his attack run, a chilling sight unfolds. B-17 bombers are falling from the sky, their wreckage raining down. I saw a B-17 flip over, dive, and spin. On the second spin, its tail detached. There were at least 20 parachutes. I had to be careful. I didn't want to collide with anyone. Fiedler veers away from the chaos and spots a lone FW-190. He smoothly banks onto its tail and moves in for the strike. Suddenly, the 190 veers hard to the right. Fiedler loses sight during the pursuit. The 190 dives sharply, and Fiedler follows, guiding his P-51 behind it. They descend rapidly, 600 feet per second. Below the clouds, the jagged Austrian Alps emerge. The German suddenly climbs steeply. Fiedler follows. I'm stunned. He's now coming straight down at me, firing. How could he go from a vertical climb to a dive that fast? It felt like mere seconds. That's what was racing through my mind. How is this possible? Fiedler reverses direction, locking onto his target again, now flying low through a mountain pass. I'm 400 yards behind him, closing in, ready to shoot. Then I remember a tip from a World War I pilot. The best time to shoot down an enemy is when they're aiming at your comrade. But always check your 6 first. Fiedler glances back. Sure enough, another Focke-Wulf is diving at him. A realization dawns on him. He hasn't been fighting one expert pilot. He's been battling 2 FW-190s the whole time. Now the second 190 is about to finish him off. Fiedler barrel rolls, throwing off the German's aim while slowing just enough to swing behind the attacker. He lifts the Mustang's nose and tilts the stick. The snow-covered Alps flip overhead as he dives into position behind the FW-190. Now it's time for payback. I place my Pipper ahead of him and open fire. Fiedler unleashes a barrage from his .50 caliber Brownings. The FW-190 spins out uncontrollably, crashing near a barn. That was another kill for Fiedler. But the first FW-190 is still somewhere ahead. I blast down the valley at top speed. I think I go for about 90 seconds, then the canyon curves left. Naturally, I follow it. Then the terrain opens up. Suddenly, a plane is heading straight for me. Just then, a friendly voice crackles over the radio. If you're a P-51, waggle your wings. So, naturally, I waggle my wings. It's Bill Lowry, one of Fiedler's squadron members. The 2 Mustangs team up and begin searching for targets. Suddenly, Lowry dives downward. I look down and spot a black smoke trail stretching far to the right. A wounded Messerschmitt ME-109 skimming just above the terrain. Lowry closes in for an easy kill. He fires. I think his gun spit out about 3 rounds and then he's dry. So he pulls up and says, "It's all yours, you lucky SOB." But he didn't say SOB. Fiedler drops in behind the German. I'm approaching slowly. This one, 09, is still at full throttle, leaving a black trail behind. Flying this low, a small mistake could be fatal. Lowry is hovering above, yelling, "Shoot, shoot, shoot!" Fiedler responds, "Hold your horses. Hold your horses." Fiedler closes to within 250 yards. The panicked German pilot decides to eject just 10 feet from the ground, while traveling nearly 400 miles per hour. His body hits the earth and bounces. Fiedler watches the gruesome scene unfold. It's unbelievable. On the second bounce, it looked like he went right over my wing. On the third bounce, he slammed into the wreckage of his Me-109, which was already engulfed in flames. It's not something you want to witness. We always thought air combat was just machine versus machine. You rarely see the blood and horror, but this was shocking. Fiedler climbs back to altitude and returns to base. He now has his 4th and 5th victories. Subscribe now and join us as we uncover more moments that changed the course of history. Like, share, and comment below your thoughts on this heroic dogfight. Don't miss the next thrilling episode from Echoes of the Past.